I'm Paul Robbins, and I'm Dean of the Nelson Institute for Environmental Studies at the University of Wisconsin Madison. UW-Madison is arguably the birthplace of modern conservation, of restoration ecology, and arguably of ecology in general. So it's a natural place to put genetic tools to work to advance the conservation mission. So I've been studying how institutions think about this stuff and how to get them to be okay with intended consequences. So one project, and it's at the preliminary conceptual stage, which is to address our critical habitats, think native prairie, and all the animals and biodiversity associated with those endemic landscapes, those iconic endemic landscapes. And we think we should be biobanking them right now, without time to wait. My concern is that the constituencies for this effort, who are really close friends of the university, that is to say, the 12 native nations, sovereign native nations of the state now known as Wisconsin, have a deep concern about unintended consequences. And I actually think it's a defensible one. They're not worried that some chimera will get loose on the landscape in the forest somewhere. They're worried that genetic material that belongs to them, intellectual property, will be violated, that indigenous sovereignty will be violated through the collection of this material. And I think they're right to be worried. And that's why the institution has to get built first. We need the rules, the reassurances, the framework so that trust can be built so that we can get to work as soon and as quickly as possible. The effort to engage indigenous populations in this area of conservation is a huge challenge. That's why you got to get to it first, but it is absolutely doable. And that's because the native nations, at least of this state, are deeply dedicated to conservation. The wolf is a brother. Now, getting those communities in a place where these tools could be part of the toolkits that they're already using in conservation is going to be an effort that we need to start on now because it's going to take time. Trust building is very, very challenging. Imagine indigenous conservation geneticists. That's the future. And I see that as entirely possible, but we have to start now.